All right. Court active, my linders. We're going to court. We're going to be representing Dalulu Johanka tonight. I've been set as her designated lawyer, of all people. We need to talk to certain people to maybe give evidence. So the people that are going to testify are Nicorette Patch, Adela, which the Bath Maiden we saved. Sir Sebastian, she's currently digging for gold with. However, we are not helping with the monk. And I wonder if that is because I stuffed up and took half the money. Can we go pants only into court? I'm gonna try my best and win. I don't want her to be burnt to the stake or whatever. I'm genuinely gonna try. That would be so funny. I mean, the time we did a sermon once just in pajamas and completely smelly mode. Bailiff Hashek's testimony. Well, I didn't give him the money. I really just should have given the money to the places old mate wanted me to give the money to. Maybe I can give him the money now. Hey, Mr. Bailiff.
Master Bailiff, Inquisitor Yaroslav is going to try Johanka.
I know. He was here asking questions too.
Okay, sounds concerned.
What did he want to know?
Various things, like how things are here, whether people are honest, whether we observe the fest days and so forth. And then he asked about Johanka, about what she preaches, whether people come to listen to her and that. He's been talking to a lot of other people in Sasau too. I even heard that Katra, the swordsmith's wife, invited him to dine with them.
Okay,
That's interesting.
good.
Thanks for telling me.
Will you go and testify? Okay, but on which side though? On our side, right?
Was he just asking questions, or does he want you to testify before the court?
Yes, he did ask me to testify, and I'm
But
not
testify
too happy
for
about it.
I see. And what are you going to say about her?
It depends what I'm asked, but there's not much I can say. I don't know Johanka very well. She seems virtuous and self-sacrificing to me. She's never done anything wrong, and no one here ever had a cross word to say about her. Until recently. Maybe some gossip about her and Sir Sebastian. But I've heard similar talk about half the women folk here.
She's a virtuous girl. She's helped a lot of people.
Now that's just idle gossip. Johanka is a virtuous girl.
True. But then there's that preaching of hers.
Yeah.
Folk have been falling out. They're split according to whether they believe Johanka or not. I don't know quite what to think of it myself. But I don't want to jump to conclusions. I'll wait and see what the learned bishop has to say.
No, fuck the bishop. Do you want me to kill him? I think I should just kill the bishop. You speak on her behalf. If we bribe him, it will go worse. I don't think we can.
Thank you for speaking openly, Master Bailiff.
I'll see you later.
But I think some zesty men I could probably bribe. But I'm not sure about him. I mean, I don't think we... he sounded kind of neutral. I don't know if I'm supposed to bribe him. We don't need a bribe gutter.
Well, how did
Gotta.
you go with that husband of mine?
I played him and took him for everything he had.
Yeah, we
I
did.
see. So he played again.
I had a heart-to-heart talk with him.
Oh, fuck, I
And
owe
in the
him
end,
money.
he promised he wouldn't gamble again. He even gave me his dice.
That sounds promising. Thank you, Henry. But what about the money he lost? Did you give it back to him?
Yeah, I gave it back to him so
Oh,
he can buy
okay,
what
yeah,
he
I
needs.
did.
That's wonderful.
Good.
Thank you, Henry.
Okay, so anyways, now that I did that and I didn't rob your husband, can you testify for my crazy friend?
I need your help with something. I'm sure you've heard. Johanka was locked up by the Inquisitor.
Who hasn't? The whole of Sasau is talking about it. And the Inquisitor was asking around about her.
I'd like to ask you to appear before the court and say something in Johanka's defense.
I can't say I'm keen on going
You
there,
have to.
but Johanka helped me. And
Die
you did
otherwise.
too. I think it's only right that someone should say something good about
Yeah.
her.
Ah, thanks, Guta. I appreciate it. I'll send for you when it's time.
Excellent. Yep,
can I help you?
she's a girl's girl. She will help out. Father Fabian, who? Yeah, she might be getting burnt at the stake.
Father, the Inquisitor has had Johanka thrown in jail.
I know, son.
He's planning a hearing.
Rightly so. It's about time this whole matter was dealt with.
What do you think about it, then?
As I say, it's a good thing that the matter is being investigated. The things Johanka has been preaching are, to say the least...
You are right.
Who knows what these dreams are that she speaks of? And her words are only putting ideas in people's heads and leading them astray. Now, instead of going to church, as they should, they go to her in the false belief that they will find solace. It's creating a chasm between the people and the church and leading them away from the true teaching left to us by Christ. They're misguided and swamped in heretical ideas.
He's right. The Virgin Mary speaks to her. Johanka is no heretic. She is, and the Virgin Mary is not talking to her. But let's try convince this guy that she is.
But Johanka is only saying what the Virgin Mary has told her. What can be wrong with that?
And how do you know the Virgin is really talking to her?
Well, I believe she's telling the truth.
Ah, but you can't be sure, can you? Do you really think a girl from the stable knows
Wasn't
God's
Jesus born in a
teaching
stable?
better than the church? Better than the generations of church fathers and learned scholars since the time of Christ, who have studied the sacred scriptures and their correct interpretation? With all the evil that's already going on in this province, the last thing people need is a false prophet.
Christ came from a stable too. It's such a stupid argument. I don't like, that's so dumb. Whoa, he was born in a stable too. You're just kind of calling him out for being a prick, but I think she doesn't have bad intentions. She just has a lot of her own issues.
I'm quite sure Johanka wasn't acting with any evil
Yeah,
intentions.
she's
I'll
not.
defend her.
Suit yourself. But mind you don't get ensnared in her fallacies.
Too
And leave
late.
it to the bishop to judge the matter.
Of course.
Take care.
So I think I should kill this guy. Oh god, is this the one that I screwed him over because there was a fight? Wait, what's this guy's name? Oh my god. Catra. Wait, what's your husband's name? Doesn't matter, quick, let's quickly talk before he comes in.
I'm here about Johanka.
You're that fella of hers, are you? What do you want?
She seems
no,
to be pissy.
I'm just a friend of hers. Matthias is her fella.
Huh. God knows how many she has.
I heard you invited Bishop Yaroslav to come and dine with you.
Yes, so what?
Oh, she's cranky.
Bishop Yaroslav is an esteemed visitor to Sassau, and it's only fitting he should be suitably hosted by devout burghers.
What do you have against Johanka?
What have you got against Johanka?
Nothing. The question is, what has she got against us?
What?
Tell me that.
What?
Oh, she's a bit judgy.
She turns up here and tries to tell us how to live our lives.
Yeah.
Says the Virgin Mary whispers to her in the night. Yeah, I'm sure. To a simple village wench. I'd like to know who's really putting those ideas in her head. She's just getting people all worked up. Men, especially. Coming around here with her nonsense. Sassau is a decent, orderly place, I'll have you know. We don't want any trouble here. All this talk about hellfire and the end of the world. God have mercy. No one is interested in what she has to say. All they want is some spectacle. She ought to have thought twice before she started. Not that she wasn't warned.
I fully agree with her, but I think she should still be saved. She's so right, but like we need to try to save her life. Warned how? I mean, by us.
What do you mean, warned?
As I said, she was told.
Explain yourself.
Tell me everything you know. I represent the royal hetman, so don't try and keep anything from me.
If you must know, some of the fellas want to have it out with her and tell her to stop. No one wants her speeches here, but would she listen? No. The devil possessed her to bring harm to us.
So it was you who sent those men?
All I wanted was to protect the Sasau folk against her poisonous tongue, and I'll do just that. The Monsignor asked me to testify in court, and I'll tell everything I know there.
And I'll
Shit.
do likewise.
Just kill her?
Farewell.
Go. God be with you.
We'll come back at night and kill him. The most loyal friend ever. Who am I talking to? Oh, this guy. Oh, fuck. Oh, he won't like this. I took all his fucking money. Uh-oh.
Goodman Pavel, you're still here. That's a relief. I was afraid I'd miss you.
Ah, Henry. What would you like from me? Maybe you'd like to rob me of what I have left, or what is it this time?
What are you talking about?
What on earth do you mean?
I told you what I wanted you to do with my coin, and instead you gave it to the monastery. You think you can place yourself above others and do whatever you like? Suit yourself, but leave me out of it.
I'd better be going.
Yes, get out of my sight, and you better pray our paths don't cross again.
Woo!
Bye.
Okay, but maybe I should kill him? Because this is the thing. Maybe it can't happen. You know, the court can't happen if, like, all the witnesses are dead. Why don't we just kill them all? Welcome in, Hawk. What a great quest. I love how complicated it all is. And here's the thing. Either way it goes, I will have had a great time. Honestly, like, she's kind of annoying. She dies, she dies. If she lives, that's great. Just stop, you know, barking at my fucking tree about, or you see the bath maidens, or you kill people, whatever. Okay, Nicodemus will definitely have her back.
Brother Nicodemus,
You've heard something?
the Inquisitor has decided that Johanka will be tried, but he's agreed that I can defend her.
That's really quite unusual. It must mean he hasn't come to a clear conclusion yet.
Yes. I'll get her out of it.
I'm afraid it may not be that easy. The thing is, I expect Johanka will say the same things
she
before the
loves
court
an
that she's been
audience.
preaching.
What are you saying?
Yeah.
Well, I've been thinking about what she's been saying, and it seems to me her preaching has a certain progression.
Yeah.
Are you acquainted with the notion of the three orders of man?
No. What is that?
Not really, no.
It's like this. It's said that everyone has their God-given place and purpose on earth. Laboratores, oratores, and bellatores. Those who work, those who pray, and those who fight. The common folk are born to work, to reap the fruits of the earth and to obey the laws of God and man. It is the purpose of the nobles to protect the people and the church against all dangers and to maintain peace and justice on earth. And the church in turn has the task of caring for the spiritual welfare of all, ensuring the salvation of their souls and bringing solace to the people in times of hardship, so that they can endure their earthly trials and enter the kingdom of heaven.
But what's all that got to do with Johanka?
She's overstepping
I noticed
her
in her first
category.
sermon she primarily addressed the concerns of the common folk, and in the second, she criticized the nobility.
She's gonna criticize the church. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Ah. So you think she
Yeah.
might start talking about the church?
Yes, I'm afraid she might. I dread to think how that might end up. Henry, you must warn her against that. She must show humility before the Inquisitor, and the wisest course would be to admit to being wrong. She's rather stubborn, but perhaps she'll listen to you.
But the Inquisitor said no one's allowed to see her.
No one except the Inquisitor's own men.
Oh.
You'll just have to think something up. I'm afraid Johanka's fate is mainly in your hands now. I'm relying on you.
Didn't Godwin try to do that too? When we got drunk with Godwin, he was like talking shit about the church as well. Path wench Adela.
Adela, the Inquisitor is going to try Johanka in court.
Oh, Lord. I hope she's acquitted. I was absolutely devastated when they took her away.
I need people to speak in her defense, and I'd like to ask you to do it.
I don't want to go there.
They'll tear her
really.
apart.
I'm afraid of that Inquisitor.
Yeah.
But you helped me, and so did Johanka. It's only right that I should try and help her. But what am I supposed to say there? I'm just a simple village girl. I don't know anything about these things.
That doesn't matter. You just be yourself.
Just call it
should be enough to
propaganda.
talk about all the good Johanka does here, and how she helps others. I'll send for you if you're needed.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
Okay. Oh my god, we've got to talk to Sebastian. This is not going to go well. But the thing is, if we can bribe anyone, it can be Sebastian. So Sebastian likes Johanka. He's always like being a weirdo towards her. And then he kind of bought her a bunch of shit. So she like slept with him to get like free stuff for the sick people. It's crazy. Okay, his middle name is Vomit.
Some humble service to you.
Testimony in court, the dead soldier's document. What? I mean, maybe if we help him with this, maybe we'll get more reputation.
I found this document in the woods.
Yes, we did.
Careful, it's a bit bloody.
Don't tell me those fools got themselves. And to hell with it. And did you come across any Cumans?
Yeah, I killed
Yes.
them all.
They're finished.
There now.
Reputation.
Not such a fuck up after all. Here's some money for you. It was supposed to be for those idiots, but it seems they asked for 100 groschen more than they deserved.
Hey, sir.
I need something from you, sir. I suppose you heard that Johanka was locked up by the Inquisitor and is facing charges of heresy.
I did, and it's most disturbing news.
What you might not know is that he's agreed that I can defend her at the trial.
You? Do you even know what to say?
No. I don't know what to do here. Of course, I know. I don't.
Sure I know. It'll turn out just fine. Trust me.
Just trust
I
me,
need
bro.
you to testify at the court. In Johanka's defense, of course.
Naturally. You don't think I could just sit here and do nothing? Besides, the bishop has already insisted that I appear before the court.
Oh. All right.
One moment. I apologize if I was a little hasty. This whole affair has left me anxious. I appreciate that you want to defend her.
Okay.
However, I don't think it would have any effect. No offense, but I don't think you'll be able to achieve anything in court. I'm afraid the Inquisitor will judge as he sees fit, whatever anyone says.
So can you give me some nice clothes or
I have an
something?
idea how you could help.
Oh? How's that?
Dress
Flee.
him up.
With Johanka, of course.
I want to go to court though. I do want to see how it pans out. That's so boring. It's nice that he actually cares about her though.
No, I don't think that's a good idea. I'm sure Johanka will be acquitted by the court and everything will be all right. Running would just confirm the Inquisitor's suspicions, and she'd always be looking over her shoulder.
I don't agree. As I said, I don't believe you can affect the outcome of the court. If
He's
Johanka
right.
flees, yes, she'll have to lie low for a while. But in time, it will all blow over. You can take her anywhere, as long as it's far enough from here. A girl like that will always find her feet. She can easily hide out somewhere where she's not known. Maybe there could even be a place for her on my estate. Think about it. But whatever you decide, if Johanka comes to any harm, you'll have me to answer to. I'm very fond of her, and her of me, and I don't want anything
Wait,
to happen to
really?
her, understand? But
No, but she likes
if
Matthias.
everything ends well, I'll show you my gratitude, I assure you. May the Lord watch over you.
Try to persuade Johanka to speak with humility. Once you're prepared, I don't think she should flee. I also don't know if she likes that guy. I don't think she does. I think she likes Matthias, who still is asleep.
I want to talk about Johanka.
All right.
I'll pay.
I'm sure the bishop wouldn't mind if you had to go and answer a call of nature. And if it were a nice long call, there'd be
There's
a few
two of
groschen
them,
in it
though.
for you.
Don't even try it. I'm warning you.
Let's come to some arrangement.
Come on now. Just between the two of us.
But there's another
Johanka is my
guy.
friend. She has no one else but me. The Inquisitor will surely take her away, and I'll never see her again. I just want to say goodbye to her before she disappears forever. What would you do in my place?
Well, since you put it that way, but I'd be taking a big risk, disobeying the bishop's orders. He'd have my head for it.
Of course. I wouldn't expect you to put yourself at risk without a reward.
All right, go on then. But make
There's
it
another
quick,
man, though.
For sure. Thanks a lot. I owe you.
Take care.
About this guy. No? Hey, go piss, sis.
Johanka, are you alright?
Yes, Henry. I'm fine. I'm glad to see you.
I spoke to the Inquisitor. He wants to put you on trial.
I know. It's all in God's hands now.
No, it's not. I mean, it is, of course. But the bishop has allowed me to defend you.
You want to defend me? Thank you. Henry, that's very kind of you. But you needn't bother. Our Lady won't let anything
Oh my
bad
fucking
happen to
god.
her. I am her instrument, and I am completely in her hands. Everything that's happening is her sacred will.
But I won't stand by with my arms folded. You need someone to testify for you. As I said, I will defend you.
If you insist, maybe it's the will of the Virgin that you came to me. So be it then.
It's like, you know, you get those really unhinged people that do some fucked up shit and they just refuse a lawyer and they just self-represent themselves and they just fuck it up because, you know, they're not a lawyer, they're unhinged.
About that trial,
Yes, the trial.
I'll get some people who will testify for you in court. But Brother
Shut your
Nicodemus
fucking
is
mouth.
worried you'll say things that will make the Inquisitor angry. Please don't do that.
She will do
You have to
it.
talk to him respectfully, answer his questions with humility, and not say anything to annoy him. And don't say anything against the church or priests. Please.
I'll say only what the Blessed Virgin wants me to say.
Listen to me.
Johanka, please. You mustn't say anything against him or the church. Be contrite. Maybe even admit you might have been wrong about some things. I don't think the Inquisitor is so bad. If you submit to him, he'll drop the charges.
You too now. You're speaking exactly the same as his assistant. The two of you joined forces against me, did you?
I've nothing to do with him. I didn't even know he was here. Believe me, I'm really trying to help you.
You don't believe me anymore.
I never believed you.
I don't know what to think about these visitations and messages. I'm sorry, I'm not learned enough to make sense of it. But I'm only concerned about your good. If you anger the Inquisitor, it won't end well for you, I know it. So now you believe me for a change.
You don't understand. The Virgin Mary entrusted me with spreading her message, and I can't let her down. Not now. After everything that's happened, I can't.
Yeah, it's Matthias she cares about.
Otherwise, she won't heal Matthias.
I need to heal
But you have to
Matthias.
consider yourself and what's good for you. Surely you don't want to be convicted of heresy. That won't do anyone any good, neither you nor Matthias.
I've already told you. Everything is in the hands of the Blessed Virgin. I will accept with humility the fate she grants me.
Massacre. This is going to be a right mess.
Oh my god, I fucked it up. She's so fucking annoying. She's doing all this for a boy. A guy that does not even like her. She is down so bad for Matthias. Hey, Hey, Johanka, instead of being down bad, you know there's a really rich kind of shit guy that kind of likes you? You can go flee with him. You can go flee with Sebastian. I don't know what to do. She's pissing me off. She's fucking annoying. Stupid bitch.
What did Bishop Yaroslav ask you about?
All sorts of things. Like how the Virgin Mary visits me, what she shows me, and about preaching to the people. Actually, he was really quite pleasant. He asked me about Skalitz, whether I go to church, and a lot of other things. And in the end, he told me I mustn't speak in public again about the visitations and that.
Yeah.
But I couldn't obey an order like that. The Blessed Virgin is testing me, and I have to do what she asks, no matter who or what stands in the way.
I'd say he wasn't too happy about that.
No. He came there with his men, dispersed the people, and had me arrested and locked up here.
Okay, so, we need to leave.
Johanka, I really don't think this is going to end well for you. But there's another option. We can flee. I'll lure the guard away, pick the lock, and we'll vanish into the woods. Tonight, we'll run far from here, where no one knows you, and you can start a new
And
one.
then I'm no longer your friend.
Henry, I can't do that. The Blessed Virgin led me here, and here is where I belong. I won't run away like a criminal.
Anyways, did the pilgrimage.
I went to Ujits, like you asked.
That's good, Henry. I hope you purged yourself of your sins.
I did the pilgrimage of penance, like you said. And in the church, I begged the Virgin Mary for forgiveness.
And she will bless you, Henry. You're a good man. Remember that. And don't stray into wrongdoing again.
I won't. I made a donation to the church, too. And the parish priest there, Father Godwin, he was asking about you.
Was he? Well, what did you tell him?
Oh, just about everything that's going on and the things you were saying.
Uh-huh.
That's
good, Henry.
That's how she got caught, because I told
The more people
Godwin.
who hear about it, the better.
What did Bishop Yaroslav ask you about?
All sorts of but
I'd say
no.
Shit. You're gonna have to sleep her hold and carry her out. Yeah. That is our option. Or we wake up Matthias and we be like, hey Matthias, I know your Hank is kind of crazy and she's down bad for you, you don't like her. Just like can you just like pretend you like her for like half a day, and then, you know, until the court case is over, and then I'll give you so much fucking money, and then I will just shake her until she wakes the fuck up and just realize what a loser she is. I think our only option is we need to wake up Matthias, because she's doing this only for some guy that doesn't even like her. She's weird. Thank you. Okay, we need to wake up Matthias. I don't know what's wrong with him. I have no idea. This poor guy is constantly getting like dragged into Sioenko bullshit. The life or death situation. I know you just woke up, you wonder what year it is, what's going on, but like, yeah, that girl that's so down bad for you, she needs your help. But at what point is Hannah's down bad for Johanka? Like, at what point is this like, this is not my fucking problem? Matthias. Philip. Thomas. Matthias. He won't, there's no option for him. Knock out? Matthias, fucking talk to me. What's wrong with Matthias?
Johanka?
Wait, what?
I think I'm better. Johanka.
What?
Where are you?
What? Oh, he likes her now. Okay, no, but for real, last time in the quest, it was not like this. I guess things have happened along the way. Last time we played as Teresa, he did not like her. Like, I'm being very serious. Okay, so he does like her.
Johanka?
But like, if she can convince to run away with anyone, that man right there can convince her. What if we like just hold him up? We like attach him to a scarecrow, and he's like, do 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 do. Your hunker. Oh my God, come run away with me. And then we need to attach him to a scarecrow, and then that's her answer. He's her ticket to not fucking dying like a dumb bitch. He likes her.
I spoke to Johanka.
And did you manage to convince her?
I'm afraid not. She's stubborn.
Quiet!
She says she answers only to the Blessed Virgin.
Because of Matthew.
Oh dear, Henry. That's not good at all. What about her family?
What about
Does she
Matthew?
have a relative she might listen to?
Matthew.
No.
Matthew.
None of them survived the raid on Skalitz.
She has no one at all
She has
left in
Matthew.
the world. Poor child.
He's better. Oh my God, this is gonna be like a weird Romeo and Juliet, isn't it? Like, she's gonna die and he's gonna wake up, and then he realizes he's in love with her. Wait, did he just wake up?
God be with you.
Hey. He lives.
Matthias? You're better.
Henry? Is it you?
Yes, it's me. Who else would it be?
I'm glad you're here, Henry. I feel a bit better now. I'd even like to eat something. I must tell Johanka. She'll be glad.
What do you mean? Pussy, what is the fucking... What are you talking about? Johanka's not here right now. That's not a good idea. That's not possible. I need to tell him if he actually cares about it. Like, he needs help. But also, I don't want him to get in trouble. This random poor fucking dude. I've already stolen his dice.
Johanka's not here.
Oh? Where is she?
How to begin? Look, things got a bit complicated here. The main thing is, Johanka is in jail, awaiting trial.
What? What happened?
I'm not gonna, like, get this guy to believe her bullshit. Johanka claims the Virgin Mary visits her.
Well, she claims she's being visited by the Virgin Mary and seeing visions. And she was preaching to people about it. But this Inquisitor heard about it and came to investigate.
This poor guy.
He locked her up. And he's gonna try her for heresy.
What? The Virgin Mary? Visiting Johanka?
No, but she's not.
Yes.
She's...
So she says. Trouble is, Johanka is very obstinate, and she's likely to say things in court that will just make it worse for her. Listen, Matthias, I need you to go with me and talk to her.
Yes.
Maybe together we can convince her to see sense.
I wish I could. But I'm still too weak to even get out of bed. I'm sorry, Henry. I just can't do it. You know what? Tell her I'm feeling better, and I agree with everything you tell her. Give her this dice. She'll understand. It'll almost be like I was there with you.
Dice?
Oh. It's a long story. Johanka knows all about it. Or you can ask Teresa, too.
Yeah.
All right. If you say so.
Henry, please, look out for her. And make sure nothing happens to her.
I'll do my best.
So...
See you later.
It sounds so normal. Oh, I'm so sick. I can't help my beloved. Oh, I can't get out of bed. See you later. Because, like, trust me, they were not vibing last time they hung out. But I think he likes her Delulu. I think he likes us. He likes his little Delulu queen. Anyways, would you like $300 more?
About that trial,
Yes, the trial.
I spoke to Matthias.
What? But he's lying in a fever, isn't he?
No, he's much better. He asked about you. He wanted to come here, but he's not strong enough yet.
Oh, that's wonderful. You see, Our Lady helped him. And now, I have to do my part.
But doesn't it mean that you've already done your part?
Well,
What would be the point of it all if the Inquisitor were to have you imprisoned now? Or even worse?
It's a message. A final test.
Darling.
I mustn't fail now. After everything.
But you already passed the Virgin Mary's message on. Many people heard it, and many of them have amended their ways. You certainly haven't failed. Look, Matthias gave me this for you, and he asked me to tell you to look out for yourself.
Thank you, Henry. Go now. I need to rest.
Oh my goodness. I feel like I've done everything. I think it's at the point of whatever will be at this point. I don't know if I've convinced her though. She said this is still a final test. The most down bad NPC I've ever come across. Hey mate.
Witnesses can be summoned for Johanka's trial. So I wanted to ask you if you'd give a testimony. Maybe some learned speech in her defense?
I'd be glad to do it. Johanka deserves my help. Such testimonies could carry a lot of weight. You should try and get as many as you can.
I spoke again to Johanka and gave her Matthias's message.
That's nice. But will she speak repentfully and cautiously to the Inquisitor?
I don't know.
We just don't know what the fuck she's gonna say.
I don't know what else I can do.
I have a bad feeling about the whole thing, but I think we've done all we can. All that's left now is to hope and pray.
What if we just strap Matthew onto a scarecrow and make him look really hot and then be like, boop, 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 boop. And he can be one of those people that just like go into the court and watch. Like he's not part of the jury. You know how people can just like sit and watch the tea? I think we could do that. So she's like, damn, I really miss him. Oh no, better not go get fucking burnt to the stake. What a fucking fuck up. Do you believe Johanka?
Do you believe Johanka is really being visited?
No.
Well, yes, Henry, I do.
She's
The
making
things she
paper cut
says
out.
and the way she speaks. She doesn't sound like herself at all. I know she can't read, so where else has she got it? Frankly, I can't think of any other explanation. Within the bounds of this world.
I think she's just traumatized. Okay, this is so niche, but you know what we should do? We should get a what's that hottie in Squid Game 2? The recruiter cut out the really hot guy that recruits people to play Squid Game, and they were like, we don't really know what he looks like. He's like 6 foot and he's really handsome. So they just put a fucking bunch of like, they just draw him and put him on a Slender Man doll. What if we do that with Matthew? What if we just like stuff a fucking sack with some potatoes, get a bit of charcoal, go, woo, Hottie Matthias, and then like put a bunch of fucking carrots down where his junk should be and just like make it really packed, like he's fucking hung, and then just be like, here you go, Johanka, this is what's, you better not fuck this up, bitch, or you won't see this, you won't see this, don't be a fucking idiot. Come on, don't talk about Mary. You're not a virgin. Come on. I think we should do this. We should just... I am too loyal of a friend. I don't know what to do. There's always a chance. What happened to it?
What actually happened here?
Johanka told me you went to Uzsa.
Just get a scarecrow with a carrot boner in his face.
The Inquisitor showed up here not long after you left. Apparently he heard about Johanka's preaching somehow. He even observed one of her sermons outside the town in disguise. He had her brought to him and spent a long time trying to discourage her from...
Oh, okay, no, that was part.
Didn't you speak to the Inquisitor?
Ah, no, actually I didn't. He saw me there listening to her preaching, and I was afraid to come forward and talk to him.
Aha. Well, that's understandable.
Yeah.
Thanks.
It sounds pretty serious.
It is. I'm afraid it could be very serious indeed.
What actually happened here?
Johanka told me you went to Auschwitz.
Yeah? What's that got to do with anything?
The Inquisitor showed up here not long after you left. Apparently he heard about Johanka's preaching somehow. He even observed one of her sermons outside the town in disguise. He had her brought to him and spent a long...
Is that your boyfriend? Or the recruiter from Squid Game? Gong Yu? Yeah. He just doesn't know it yet.
What exactly does an Inquisitor do?
The Inquisition is a papal institution that deals with heresy. So people don't succumb to charlatans. He could certainly...
Who is this Bishop Yaros? And this Bishop... Titular.
Okay. So we've done everything we can do. No, he's fucked. This poor guy. Oh my god, I kind of want her to burn for his sake. Once you're prepared for the trial, tell the Inquisitor. How's Hannah's looking? We're a bit grubby. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna go to the bathhouse. I'm gonna have a bath. And then we can go lawyer mode. Your Honor, this is not right. The vibes are just not right. Propaganda. What do you attest? Girl was down bad. What is the evidence? Well, she slept with a man. She felt bad about it. But she also wanted to sleep with another man that she actually liked, because she only slept the other guy to get some jewelry for the sick guy that's actually dying. Anyways, he randomly woke up, and it turns out he actually likes her. But he doesn't know that, like, she slept with the nasty man. Because what's Sebastian gonna do when she finds out that, like, oh, she actually likes Matthew? I think he's gonna fucking kill everyone. But it's like that's how Kingdom Come to ends, as Henry gets burnt at the stake. I wouldn't put it past him. Well, there's like a comedic near miss where he's like blowing on the flames and then Daddy Radzig comes out. Well, I don't know. Not very comedic, getting almost burnt at the stake, but I think it could be. Anyways, I am way too early for the bathhouse. I think they open at 8. I fucking love picking the mushrooms in this. It's such a vibe. Why isn't the bathhouse open? Oh, right. Yeah, same.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'd like to make you...
Good morning, Miss Bathhouse.
So what are you interested in?
I need to look good for court.
I'd like
Make me look hot.
Private bar? For 2?
I'm sure you'll be extremely satisfied.
I'm like an Olympian that has a, you know, before they perform, because it helps apparently. This is how Henry the lawyer works. He's got to do this. It's terrible. But I think it'll work. Excellent. All right, let's go to court. There've been some suspicious activity. What the hell is this?
Monsignor, I've heard of various irregularities in the province that might be of interest.
What?
Very good, my son. Good Christians certainly shouldn't conceal such things. Please. Speak.
What? Oh my god, I can out Father Godwin. Do you shits women and their magic ointment? I would never out the ointment women. The devil's skull. Irregularities inside the monastery walls. No, because that's the thing. We can't insult the church. Alright, I mean, I think I have the devil's skull.
A demon's skull was found on the church building site.
Yes. I heard something about
We never
it.
finished it because it was boring.
Disturbing report. Tell me what you know about it.
It was a deception, sir. Someone made it with evil intentions, to frighten people. I found the skull and brought it to the local knacker. He confirmed it was a human skull with animal horns stuck on.
You did the right thing, Henry, in uncovering the deception and in telling me about it.
I'm not going to out anyone else.
That's all, Monsignor.
All right, Henry. Thank you. And I hope you're
He
not
always
keeping
knows
anything
I'm
from
keeping
me.
stuff from him. Let's start the trial. Alright, I'm going to just pause the alerts, okay?
Yes.
Your Honor.
I will send for everyone who is to bear witness and have Johanka brought before the court. We'll commence first
No,
thing
do it now.
tomorrow
It's
morning.
raining.
Yes, sir.
One more thing. These are solemn proceedings that demand a certain decorum. I won't tolerate any clanking armor or otherwise inappropriate attire. You will wear this robe.
Of course. Thank you, Monsignor.
Very well. Rest now, and we'll meet in the morning. Take care now.
I think he knows the weather forecast for tomorrow. Oh, inappropriate clanking. Shit. Your Honor.
Let us begin.
The tournament, the Red A tourney. There will always be another Red A tourney. I love them.
I, Bishop Yaroslav of Benishov, by the grace of God, Papal Inquisitor, have come here to Sasau in response to reports of Marian visitations and the preaching activities of one Johanka, a commoner. And I have found indeed that by her arbitrary words she's been leading good people astray and encouraging their rebellion against their betters. Furthermore, Johanka has attempted to usurp the glory that belongs alone to Holy Mother Church, and to appoint herself as an intermediary of the wisdom and grace of Almighty God. This does not behove any lay person, and certainly not a woman. It is therefore necessary to remedy her transgressions, and to investigate the extent and the basis of her misguidance. Or, as the case may be, heresy. Henry of Skalitz has elected to appear here in Johanka's defense, and his wish has been allowed. Anyone who elects to speak here does so before God, and shall be bound by a most sacred oath, to speak only the truth. I will first hear the testimony of Father Fabian, who sent me word of this matter, and who should best know what deeds are done in his parish. Father Fabian, will you tell us what Johanka has been proclaiming?
Johanka claims that she has received visitations from Our Lady, the Holy Mother of God, who speaks to her in the night. It is an outrageous claim that I hold to be entirely untrue.
And did Johanka come forward to ask your advice regarding these alleged apparitions?
She did not. Instead, she took it upon herself to spread her supposed wisdom to the people.
And prior to this, did Johanka attend church? Did you see her at your sermons, Father?
I did not, Monsignor. What's more, the parish priest of Skalitz is staying at my presbytery just now. Johanka knows him well enough, but she didn't come to see even him. I believe Johanka is deliberately avoiding the church. Instead, she meets her followers secretly in the woods and preaches to them. Either she made everything up, or the devil himself is whispering in her ear.
I was like, you should do it. Yeah, his apparitions are real.
If I may, Monsignor, the Virgin Mary really does speak to Johanka.
She does.
Is that so? And on what do you found this claim?
It couldn't be the devil. Johanka lives at the monastery, doesn't she? Close to the cave of St. Procopius. St. Procopius, who overpowered the devil and cast him down, did he not? The evil one would hardly dare return to the dominion of the saints to whisper in Johanka's ear. Surely that's obvious.
It's true, Henry. That evil spirits, or even Lucifer himself, would have little power in the vicinity of the remains of St. Procopius.
But the fact that she lives at the monastery doesn't mean that she is not misguided. What's more, she is an interloper there herself, who would not even be tolerated if it weren't for Brother Nicodemus.
Yes, Father. I am aware of the impropriety of her presence in the monastery grounds. But in this, I must concur with Henry. Let us continue, then. Father Fabian?
Yes. Your Honor, she's down bad.
Why would Our Lady choose a simple village girl like Johanka?
You're right, Father Fabian. That is quite untoward. Let's proceed, then. Is there anything else you want to add, Henry?
Yes. Please call Brother Nicodemus. He has something to say about it. He's a man of learning and knows more about these things than I do.
Certainly. I also wish to hear his testimony. Call him. Nicodemus, for some time you were insisting that the infirmary needed extra pairs of hands. It was only at your request that Johanka, against all accepted custom, was allowed inside the monastery walls. I've already spoken to Abbot Peter about her, but please tell me how Johanka behaved.
Monsignor, I must stand behind Johanka. The girl is a treasure, selfless, charitable and good-hearted. She helped more people here than anyone else. I have never seen her do anything that would contradict the behavior of a good Christian. She never discussed questions of faith with me. She was always focused only on her work, which she carried out impeccably.
And afterwards, when she began making claims of Marian apparitions?
Yes. Yes. That's quite an extraordinary thing. The things she preached couldn't have come from any of the brothers, or from books, because she can't read. Therefore, I believe the Blessed Virgin really spoke to her.
Nonsense. She made the whole thing up. Or someone did prompt her.
Anyway.
You're very keen to defend her, brother. It makes me wonder whether she didn't get her wisdom from you.
I already said she got none of it from me, and I would never lie before Almighty God. But it seems to me it's the inadequate education of the good parish priest here that's behind his flimsy litany.
What? Am I to be criticized by someone who's more a gardener than a scholar?
Father Fabian, let Nicodemus speak. And you, Nicodemus, stick to the point, if you please.
Certainly, Monsignor. Please allow this humble gardener to put the good priest right, because he evidently knows nothing of the fact that other women before Johanka had similar experiences. Blessed Hildegard of Bingen also had similar visions. And what about St. Bridget, or Elizabeth of Schurnau, or Catherine of Siena? Like them, Johanka here only humbly spreads the message of Our Lady. She does not present herself as an intermediary of divine mercy. Please do not condemn Johanka, Bishop Yaroslav. In my judgment, her visions are genuine and her words sincere.
Thank you, Nicodemus. Your plea is very bold. But what you say about Hildegard and the others is true. You can rest assured, I will consider your words very carefully. Fabian, have you had trouble with heretics before, or had any suspicions of heresy here?
Not much, Monsignor. Now and then there have been traveling preachers and various charlatans here and there. Although, I did recently get reports that there were members of the Waldensian sect hiding in the province.
Waldensians? So there have been heretics concealed here. So, it cannot be ruled out that Johanka also associated with them. Perhaps they are even behind this matter, too. Thank you, Father Fabian. That's all.
I'm glad to have been of service, Monsignor.
I thank you also, Brother Nicodemus. You too may stand down. Call Hoshek, bailiff of Sasau.
Okay, so this guy's quite neutral coming up. He said it depends on what he asks is how I'll answer.
Bailiff.
I
Has there
could have
been
bribed
any
him.
suspicious activity here recently?
Well, there have been Cumans on the rampage in the woods and on the roads, and all sorts of bands of footpads and brigands around the province. But otherwise, it's all been peaceful and quiet here, Monsignor.
How reassuring. And what of Johanka, bailiff? Has she been inciting the people here?
I couldn't tell you much about her. I hardly know her. She hasn't broken any laws, and folks speak well of her, for the most part. Although it's true, things have been a bit tense here, on account of her speeches.
Continue.
Quite a lot of people have been going to her since she started with that preaching. Some are even convinced she's a holy woman. From what I heard, they bring her small gifts or ask for her advice or blessing.
Sacrilege! People coming for blessings and bringing her gifts. That has all the makings of a cult.
Oh, I don't know, Monsignor. Begging your pardon, but that's overstating it a bit. But it's true. They met outside town, too, and it came to a bit of a skirmish. Nothing serious happened, though. Fellas punching each other in the mouth. If you'll excuse me, Monsieur, that happens all the time. Well, that's about all I can tell you, Monsignor.
Thank you, bailiff. I will be all. And you, Henry, you've been around Johanka more than anyone. Do people come to her for blessings?
No. No, I don't think they do. She just helps people. She doesn't bless them.
But when someone comes to her, she tries to
Yeah,
help
she just
them,
helps
like a
them. She
good
doesn't
Christian.
bless them.
Henry, I'm sure you're aware
I don't think
that
she
to
blesses
lie
them.
is a mortal sin and a crime.
Stop talking to me like you're my dad.
All right. Anything else?
Are you sure, Henry?
Yes, Monsignor. Johanka helped Guta, the tailor's wife. Please hear her testimony. You'll see for yourself that Johanka is a good Christian.
Very well.
Yeah.
I promised I'd hear your witnesses. Call this Guta.
Gouda.
Guta, you witnessed Johanka's first sermon. What did she speak of?
About how we should be virtuous and not sinful.
And then you went to see Johanka, didn't you?
I did, Monsignor. I wanted to ask her for help, and she did. I was praying for my husband for a long time and begging God to help him. And I believe my prayers were answered, and he sent Johanka to us.
And there were others who came to her seeking help?
Yes, Monsignor. There were.
And that shrine, and the gifts. People brought them to Johanka so she'd help them?
I couldn't tell you. But she helped me without any of that.
Didn't you bring her any gifts?
Well, yes, but that was after. Just some old cloth for bandages and bed covers, so she could help others like she helped me. Every evening, I pray for Johanka and thank the Blessed Virgin for sending her to us.
I see. Thank you. You may go.
I'm going to call Adela, but I hope they're not mean to her.
I'd like you to listen to Adela. She amended her life and doesn't live in sin anymore, all because of Johanka. Johanka helped people selflessly, not for any benefit, and Adela can testify to that.
All right. Bring this Adela. Adela, until recently you were living in the nearby town of Ledechko, is that so?
Yes.
And how did you make a living there?
I served at the baths, laundering and repairing clothes, and preparing the baths.
Is that all?
No. Sometimes I went with the fellas and pleasured them for money. But I don't do it anymore. I swear, I changed my ways on account of Johanka and Henry here, and now I lead a decent life.
You're saying you simply gave up your profession?
Yes, Henry convinced me, and Johanka took me in.
Very well. Thank you. And since you left Ledechko, have you sinned with anyone?
No, no.
The one time.
No!
Monsieur.
And with whom did you sin?
No!
With Henry.
Well. Henry leads loose women to the path of righteousness, only to drag them back into sin again.
It wasn't quite like...
Quiet.
I wanted to heal. I had no health, and I thought she could heal me because she's a bath maid, and that's how you heal in the game. I genuinely had no health.
Now, yes? Tell me what she says to the people who come to her.
Well, they come with all sorts of problems. Some want just advice. Some want her maybe to bless them or talk to Our Lady for them. They believe she's a holy woman.
So, Johanka accepts gifts from these people and then gives them her blessing?
No, it's not like that. Johanka doesn't bless anyone.
You just give us
And
shit.
she doesn't want any gifts from anyone either. Folk just bring them. The things they bring, she gives them out to the sick and wounded. She doesn't keep anything, I swear.
You swear?
Yes, I swear to it all, Monseigneur. I'd never lie to you.
All right. You may go. Now I wish to question Katra, the swordsmith's wife.
Shit.
Bring her here.
She's gonna tear us a new one.
Katra, you are a respected townswoman who has a good overview of what goes on in Sasau. As you told me earlier, will you tell me now what you know of Johanka and her deeds?
Yes, I'll tell you everything, Monsignor. Johanka has been putting ideas into people's heads and causing chaos. What right has she to preach to us? A simple girl like that. As if we were bad people here, and she herself is a sinner. And an adulterer, a loose woman she is, who goes with anyone. And even fornicated with the custodian, Sir Sebastian.
Forgive me, Monsignor, but Katra isn't telling the whole
Is that
truth.
Bianca's voice?
What do you mean, Henry?
Yes.
She's the one who set a band of thugs on Johanka several times to cause trouble for her and threaten her.
Yeah,
she
but
wanted
that
to
doesn't
drive
mean shit.
Johanka out of town.
Yeah.
That's not the deed of a good Christian.
Yeah.
Plotting intrigues like that. She admitted it all to me.
Is that true?
I only did what was necessary to stop her from bringing us to harm.
Monsignor, you can see yourself that Katra holds a grudge against
She
Johanka.
does.
Yes. I must agree with Henry. In view of your apparent antagonism towards Johanka, whatever the reasons for it, I cannot allow you to influence these proceedings. You should have reported your concerns to Father Fabian instead of acting willfully as you did.
But she's bringing us nothing but trouble.
I will be the judge of her transgressions, not you. Nevertheless, I have also heard rumors of Johanka's immorality that cannot be ignored. Bring here the Sasau custodian, Sir Sebastian von Berg.
So does he know that she doesn't like him? Matthias is awake now. I wonder how he feels.
Sir Sebastian, my apologies for raising the matter, but doubts have been cast on your virtue. I have been told that you have shared your bed with Johanka. Is it true?
Monsignor, with respect, this is surely some mistake. Johanka is not a bad girl, and by no means a heretic.
Noted. Now please answer my question. Did you share your bed with Johanka or not?
Yes, but she's not...
Silence! So, Johanka not only incites rebellion against the nobles, but also seduces them into sin and immorality.
Monsignor, I've known Johanka a long time.
She's just down bad for the
virtuous
D.
girl
She's the same
and a
with
good
fucking
Christian. She just
Matthew.
needed support.
This is
It
all because
wasn't
she liked a
bodily
guy.
desire, but one of the soul. Consider what she went through. Her whole family slaughtered, and everyone here turned their backs on her.
She's just
but
really
for Sir
down bad
Sebastian.
and mentally ill,
Anyone
guys.
can make a mistake, can't they?
Trust.
And she's sorry for
Your
her
Honor.
mistake.
Monsignor, let's put a stop to this. It's undignified for us both. And for Johanka. She's no heretic. Just a confused young girl to whom fate has been less than kind. Her confusion will pass. All it needs is for someone to explain to her the error of her ways. There's no necessity for extreme measures.
Sir Sebastian, be so kind as to leave the judgment of Johanka's transgressions to me. You may go.
I think that's everyone. I think that went well.
Henry? You
I'm in
proved
so much
yourself a
trouble.
good servant of the Church when you told me of your disturbing findings concerning the situation hereabouts. You've been very keen to appear here in Johanka's defense. You've said a lot about her, but please, tell me why you've been helping her all this time.
Your Honor, I'm not down with her. I'm not down bad. I'm just a good friend. She's my friend. Because of her deeds. Because of her deeds, because she's a friend.
Like her. She
Because the
endured
thing
what
is, your
would
friends can
destroy
leave.
most people and never gave up. She never wasted time feeling sorry for herself. Instead, she helped others, even at the cost of her
You
own
can't say it's
suffering.
because she's just a
And she
friend.
helped to redeem me, too.
Oh, fuck.
It's a pity everyone isn't like her.
It seems you speak sincerely, and you hold her in high regard. Your sincerity before God carries great weight. Thank you. That will be all, Henry.
Monsignor, please permit me to say one more
Oh, I think I just fucked
heard
up.
some wise words at a sermon in Skalitz.
Oh,
I
no,
think
no,
I
no,
should
no,
share
no,
it
no,
with
no.
you. It's our Christian duty to fight against sin. But we must love the sinner. So I beg you, Monsignor, be lenient to Johanka.
You're right, Henry. Those are wise words. Nothing remains but to question Johanka herself.
Oh, God, here it goes. Here it goes. Think of
Johanka
Matthias.
You've heard the accusations brought against you, and we have also heard several testimonies. I already questioned you earlier, and it has also come to my attention that Henry here bribed a guard to allow him to see you in your cell, which I expressly forbade. Johanka, do you wish to revise the answers you gave earlier, or do you stand by what you said?
I stand by everything I told you.
So be it. I expressly forbade you to continue preaching, and you promised not to do so. You defied my instruction and broke your promise. Why?
Forgive me, Monsignor. But I could do nothing else. Our Lady asked me to do it, and I couldn't refuse her. She did visit me. But now I admit that I...
Girl, you're just
might have been
mentally
wrong
ill,
about
and that's
some
so
things.
okay.
I don't understand these learned matters, and I was too hasty in speaking to the people. I regret that I didn't go first to Father Fabian and tell him about everything. I want to apologize here, before the Blessed Virgin. If I misunderstood something and said untruths or brought shame on the Church, I didn't intend to do anything like that. I ask Our Lady's forgiveness, and I will accept any punishment that you impose on me.
I'm pleased that you've seen the error of your ways and confessed to your mistakes. These proceedings are closed. You may leave. Johanka will now hear my verdict.
Johanka, are you aware you're facing very grave accusations?
Yes, Monsignor. I am.
You stand accused of preaching from ignorance and leading the people away from the protective embrace of Holy Mother Church. If you do not recant, you will suffer grave consequences. Pride and ignorance clouded her reason. Child, it would distress me greatly to have to pronounce a verdict of condemnation. Speak then. Do you recant your sermons and swear never again to preach to the people? And are you prepared to repent?
The executioner is dead. I killed him twice. Why is he there? He's not gonna kill her, is he? Because he's dead.
As God is my witness, I did all this with good intentions. And I will never preach to the people again.
Yes!
I recant everything I preached and want to be accepted back amongst good Christians again. I will do whatever you command to make amends for my sins.
Behold, Johanka's soul too have we brought back from the dark labyrinth of the evil one and into the divine light of our Lord Jesus Christ. But the remnants of Satan's evil influence linger in her yet.
What?
They must be cast out in the name of Almighty God.
What do you mean?
Take her.
What the fuck are you talking about? What?
We must all be ever vigilant of Lucifer's evil designs and avoid being caught in his snares. Only Holy Mother Church can safeguard all Christian folks from the onslaught of the devil. Only Holy Mother Church cares for their souls so they may find salvation in the kingdom of heaven.
Are they gonna like whack her? They're not gonna kill her. They're just gonna like naughty, naughty. What? No. Oh, okay.
Full of grace.
Oh, that's all right.
The Lord is with thee.
It's terrible. But it could be worse.
Among women, and blessed be the fruit of thy womb.
Not okay. It's terrible. He's.
Jesus.
Also, can I just say, I killed that guy twice. He should be dead. The executioner, I killed twice. He constantly comes back to life.
Behold, Lucifer has been defeated. Johanka has been freed from his malign influence. Now she will take refuge in the sanctuary of the convent, where she will be guided on the righteous path back to our Lord Jesus Christ. God be praised.
I didn't know where that was going. I thought she was going to die. That's why I was kind of relieved that she was just getting, like, well, not just, but, you know, she was getting spanked. It's terrible, but I honestly thought she was going to die.
Matthias soon recovered from his illness, but when he went to look for Johanka, he found only an empty room. Although she'd been cleared of the charge of heresy, she had to leave with the Inquisitor to enter a convent and do penance for her sins.
Bullshit.
And all that Matthias had left of her was a bittersweet memory.
So she doesn't get with Matthias.
God alone knows if either of us will ever see her again.
Oh my god. She did this all for Matthias because she was down so bad for him. And she doesn't even, like, oh. So what happens in your playthroughs? Did she die? Does she, in any of your playthroughs, did she actually hook up with Matthias and run away with him? Woo!
Henry, I'm glad you came.
Oh my god, speak of the devil!
How are you doing, Matthias?
All right, I suppose. Depends how you look at it. I'm well. Still alive, as you can see. Which can't be taken for granted after everything that happened to me. But I'm still grieving for Johanka. I keep asking myself if it's just that I'm still here. Well, she. Well, you know.
My trial was basically the same as yours. It was because of Adela. I really didn't think I should have brought her up. I didn't even consider the fact that Henry slept with her would bite her in the bum. So I would have had the good ending if I didn't bring up Adela.
Johanka is fine. Maybe better off than here.
No.
She'll have a peaceful life in the convent, serving God.
I know. It's just...
Do you want me to break her out for you?
Regret that she's not here with us. I'd like to see her again.
Do you want me to break her out?
So would I.
What are you going to do now?
So, what are you going to do now, Matthias?
I wish I knew. For now, I'll work in the monastery grounds. Maybe even on the construction, until they throw me out.
What? They don't want to let you stay here?
Well, it seems the abbot isn't happy about so many lay people right outside the monastery walls. Brother Nicodemus is trying to put in a word for me and Adela, but the abbot can be very obstinate. He wasn't happy about Johanka being here at all, and then, with all that happened after...
I understand. So what will you do if you have to leave?
I really don't know.
He doesn't know.
I'll stay, until harvest at least. There'll be plenty of work. And then... I'll see. Maybe I can find a job somewhere around here. But more likely I'll go away to other parts, if I can save some money. After all that's happened here, I'll probably be better off leaving this province far behind me, if I don't end up a vagrant.
Go to Tahiti. Well, thanks for watching, and a special thank you to all my YouTube members. Be sure to subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And here's the full playlist of the series you're watching so far. All my other content is linked below if you'd like to check out.